In his address on May 10th, Prime Minister Narendra Modi pushed for fuel conservation and EV adoption. The next day, we witnessed Prime Minister Narendra Modi reducing his convoy and replacing vehicles with EVs. Hello and welcome to The Print. I'm Sagrika Kisu along with my camera person Vipin. And right now we are in Gurgaon sector 29 in front of a EV charging station to understand whether the government's push for EV vehicles is translating on the ground. And the response has been quite underwhelming. The Print visited Noida, Greater Noida and Gurgaon, spoke to the residents and also visited the public EV infrastructure, public EV charging infrastructure to understand that what is ailing the charging infrastructure in the Delhi suburbia.
Few days back, we got information from the UCA, which is the association here in our society, DLF Ultima. They told us that all the EV owners should remove the chargers from the basement. I mean, we have got parking in the basement. From past 3 years, I have been charging my car in the basement where my charger was installed, and I had to pay around 50,000-60,000 to get that installed over there. So now it's all waste. Like now the chargers have been removed, and now it is like now it's a daily nightmare.
So why did they remove the charger? What was the reason for that?
Well, they got a notification from fire department that these chargers in the basement can be a cause of fire in future. So they were not renewing the NOC for the building because of the chargers in the basement. So we got a notification on MyGate app, which is a tool to have communication in the society. So we got to know from that app that the chargers will get removed, and in the end, like the association asked us to remove the chargers because they were not getting the fire NOC.
See, now this EV charging has really become a hassle. It is like a nightmare for us, for all the EV car owners. So the issue is, see, if you see here, there are 4 static chargers installed currently in our society, and there is one fast charger, and that most of the time the charger is not working. Sometimes it's like it's faulty for 1 month. We have to call the customer care, they don't come and attend, and so it's really, so that is actually not in usage. So, and apart from that, we have 3 smaller chargers. And if you currently, right now, if you see, these 3 cars are already parking or already on charge. So if right now I come with my car, so I have no space to charge my vehicle. And if there is any emergency, and if I only have the EV car, I am stuck up. So that is the main issue for EV car charging here. And this one is a DC fast charger. If you see this, the gun is lying at the bottom because this is faulty. This is not that today it has become faulty. It is faulty from last 2-3 months. Last year also it was not working, and this year also it is not working. And there is no space to charge our vehicles. See, in our society we have approximately 87 EV car owners. So there are like around, I think in the same range, 86 EV cars. And the number of chargers installed in the basement were around 75 because some of the residents are having more EV cars, so they are using one charger. So around 75-76 chargers were removed from the basement. And for all those EV car owners, we have like these four car chargers. And practically it is not possible to use these chargers. See, most of us are going to office, coming back late in the evening at around 7 or 8 p.m. And when we come, there is a queue here. It's like a sabji mandi for us, a pure sabji mandi. People are coming here, they are standing in the queue with their cars. There is no space to charge the cars. They just leave their cars in the queue and they go back home. And like sometimes at 2 in the night, we are receiving call from the guard like, sir, आपकी गाड़ी charge होगी यार, आप गाड़ी आके हटा लो कि दूसरा resident आके charge करेगा. See, this is not a community living, and one should not expect it's a luxury living. ये ऐसी luxury living नहीं होती है ये. this is a torture.
The residents told the print that the society, that there is an ongoing tussle between the EV owners and the RWAs or the management of the society, who are refusing the EV owners to install their private chargers in the basement, and that is despite Haryana government's order to install charging points in the basement one. And what is triggering this refusal?
Let me tell you, there's a background to it. There are three main issues when we talk about EV charging centers in high-rise societies. First, of course, is the infrastructure, which is not there, especially in the older societies. Whereas, of course, in the new societies, it is being provisioned as per the Noida, as per the UP Apartment Act. It is being provisioned. The second thing would be, that we don't, there are no proper guidelines. There's no regulation as such. There is a regulation from the center, but that has not been actually been implemented directly for the high-rise societies. Now, coming over, the issue is, and the third issue would be the fire safety. That's a very important thing. That fire safety is a big issue. Now, as you asked me about the basement part of it, let's start from there only. First of all, whenever there is a charging center in the basement, the NOC is not being provided. The fire safety NOC is not being provided by the local administration police, because it's not safe. And why it's not safe? Because lithium batteries are being used in these cars, and in case this explodes, there are a lot of issues, with that, because in a basement the sprinklers can't just extinguish these. It's not safe at all. So what happens is, once people start making charging points in the basement, बहुत बड़ा issue आ जाता है वो fire safety के hazard से. And moreover, lithium battery fires are very dangerous. I mean, they spread like anything. The amount of heat generated from this kind of a fire from a lithium battery is very hazardous. Like, it could carry on to other cars also, and so it's going to be a big disaster. So this is basically one of the main issues why basements are not being made as places for charging centers. That's why people also object to it.
Because we are seeing
Ma'am, the problem is from past 2 years, we all are trying to get a private or a personal EV chargers in our designated parking area, which has been allotted by builder. And the problem is they are denying our request. They are not providing the NOC. Builder is the maintenance team. Mr. Prashant Pandey is the manager here. And the builder, they are saying that we do not have any infrastructure for that, and we cannot allow, and they are pressurizing us and forcing us to use the charger which has been installed outside, and that too, those chargers are also not working. And the particular area where the chargers has been installed, the builder has allotted that parking to some other resident, due to which we do not have space to park our vehicle, we do not have proper charging facility. Even the chargers, sometimes they do not work for 2 to 3 days, and then we have to go outside to charge our car. And I want to highlight one more thing. They already installed some 32 ampere or 16 ampere plug points in the basement area, and at the time of selling the flats, they showed that we are already providing the EV chargers to the customers. And however, later after purchasing the flat, we are not getting these facilities.
मैडम, मेरे पास एक कार है जो ऑलमोस्ट 13 ईयर ओल्ड है. मैं उसको सेल आउट करके ईवी प्लान कर रहा हूँ, ईवी लेना चाह रहा हूँ. अब मेरी ये प्लानिंग नेक्स्ट 1 और 2 मंथ में मुझे प्लान था कि मैं ईवी ले लूँगा, बट यहाँ की कंडीशन देख के मैं काफ़ी डरा हुआ हूँ कि मैं ईवी की तरफ जाना सही डिसीजन होगा या नहीं होगा. प्रॉब्लम क्या है, बिल्डर यहाँ पे ईवी चार्जर लगाना अपने पर्सनल पार्किंग में अलाउ नहीं कर रहा है. पब्लिक चार्जर यहाँ पे 2 हैं, उसमें और जिस पार्किंग में वो ये सेटअप है सारा, वो पार्किंग ऑलरेडी किसी और के नाम पे है जहाँ पे पेट्रोल कार खड़ी होती है. तो वहाँ पे पार्किंग का एक प्रॉब्लम है, प्लस जो चार्जर है वो ऑल टाइम फुल रहता है, किसी ना किसी गाड़ी पूरे टाइम चार्ज होती रहती है. तो वो एक अलग एक प्रॉब्लम है.
आपको
प्लस
मेल भी आया है आज, तो उसके बारे
जी,
में थोड़ा
तो
बताएं.
इसके मैं अपने पर्सनल पार्किंग में चार्जर लगाने के लिए मैंने मैनेजमेंट को मेल किया था. मैनेजमेंट की तरफ से रिप्लाई आया है कि वो अलाउ नहीं कर सकते हैं, सेइंग कि उनका इंफ्रा डेवलप्ड नहीं है। ऑल्दो मैंने उनसे बोला, मेल पे ही रिप्लाई किया कि इंफ्रा सारा मैं अपना डालूँगा, मेरी वायर्स मेरे फ्लैट से नीचे मेरे पार्किंग तक आएगी, फिर भी उन्होंने डिनाई कर दिया है।
Sir, let's talk about your society from January to March or April. The static charging point in your society was disconnected and didn't have power. So you told me that you went from one society to another society requesting that if you could charge at their ports because the charging port was some 10 kilometers away. So tell me a little about it.
See, it's my fight is towards. I live in affordable society, so I understand their constraints of parking. So, but the charging point was power was disconnected from it. I took up to state manager, I took up to builder, I took up to RWA, I went to district registrar office, I went to municipal corporation office, I went to district town planner, and I went to district town planner enforcement department also. I gave my application all across, but no government entity or body would able to come and support me. When I went to neighboring society, just neighboring society to our society, I was sometimes completely being denied to charge because that was also captive charging station. Other options were 10 or 12 kilometers away from my society. So if a car has less power, less charging, less SPOC, less charging option, percentage, then like it's difficult for someone to drive another 10 or 12 kilometers. And even if you talk about Tata charging points, they are way more pathetic. No maintenance is being given, and some of them are continuously in a raptured state.